Cup of warm water, tap water. You can hold your finger in. Doesn't feel hot at all, just feels a little bit warm. 9 teaspoons of yeast. That's what this is. Okay, goes in. And I have a tablespoon of sugar in the water. So you mix it up. Solve it a little bit. And proof the yeast. And this will take 15 minutes. So while you're waiting for that, get the wild ones out. Scald the milk. Put 2 sticks of butter in the milk and the butter will melt. And the idea is you have to scald the milk, but it can't be too hot when you put it in with it.
What does scald the milk mean?
Bring it to a little bit of little tiny bubbles around the edge of the milk. And it doesn't boil, but it just...
And then turn it off.
And then turn it off. Put the 2 sticks of butter in there. And the butter will melt, and you've got to let this cool down before you put it in the flour with the yeast. Otherwise, it'll kill the flour.
Kill the yeast.
I mean the yeast, kill the yeast, yeah. Right. So now it's cooling off. Okay, then bring your 7 eggs to room temperature. Mm-hmm. We'll beat them up with the sugar.
3 cups of sugar.
I think, is that what it says? Just beat them up. And it's really important that they get to room temperature.
Yeah, 3 cups of sugar.
Okay. Yourself a big dish pan if you're going to make 5 pounds of flour at a time. Whoops. So this came, I think this was my grandmother's. Or you got to get a big bowl. Because look at this, it's 5 pounds of flour.
Mm-hmm. And
I always use Sarasota flour. Alters the bread a little bit if you use different kinds, like other kinds of flour. I just like the Sarasota. And just dump most of it in there. Save about a cup out.
Save a cup for...
Save it in the bag.
Kneading it.
For kneading it. Right. And then just make a well. And you put in how much salt?
2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons of salt. Stir that into
Isn't that a tablespoon?
No, this is a teaspoon. So you stir that into the flour. Okay, you can pause it.
Well, tell us what's in here.
Oh, you're getting ready to mix everything together. This is a cup of mastica. And there's, in the recipe, there are ways to, if you don't have mastica, you can use a little vanilla, and I can't remember what else I put in there, but...
It says or ouzo and vanilla.
Yeah, or even just vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
But the cup of mastica is a smell, it has a special smell. And then this is the a
Orange
great,
rind.
yeah, I grated a whole orange and put the grated rind in with the mastica. I just dump everything in. This is the eggs and sugar. Okay. This is the milk.
And butter.
Milk and butter. And this is the proofed yeast. So that's going in. It's like a science experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then last of all, the mastica and the
Orange
orange zest. And this is where you need some
Muscle.
muscle. Like it's just stir it up. Not hard to do. Okay. 5 pounds of flour. So we got everything in here. We got 2 cups of milk, 2 sticks of butter, 5 pounds of flour, 2 teaspoons of salt, 7 eggs, 3 cups of sugar, the yeast that was dissolved in 1 cup of warm water and a tablespoon of sugar, the orange rind, and a half a cup of mastica. Now this is a little like vegetable oil, mazola or something. So I'm going to coat the pan in oil
Because
when we put the big dough back into the pan, it'll prevent it from sticking to the pan
when it's
after it's
rising.
risen.
Yeah.
I think we used about an extra cup of flour to get it to the right
To be smooth.
smoothness. And it's like, let me poke it. Like that. Very nice. Okay, the bread is in perfect, yummy, perfect shape. Look at that. So now Val's going to put it in the pan.
Topside down.
Topside down with the oil, it's been oiled. Swirl it around and flip it over. Okay, and then we're gonna put a little plastic wrap on it and a couple of kitchen towels, and I'm gonna put it in the oven that had been turned on to 150 degrees and then turned off, or a warm place. So pieces of that. Just, yeah. And then get some clean towels, 2 clean towels. Just to keep it toasty warm. And I should have turned on the oven to 150 and turned it off, but I forgot to do that. It'll be in a nice warm place for a couple hours.
So you turn the oven on to 150 and then you turn the oven off and then you put the bread in when the oven is off. When the oven's off.
Right.
Right.
And it'll rise up to about this high.
Yeah.